Okay, so we're going to be looking at the derivatives of exponential logarithmic functions. What does that mean? Basically, we're going to look at some of the formulas, and that'll be the end of this video. And then we're going to look at it. We're going to look at some other stuff. So these are the two basic ones, and I feel like you might already remember them. And it's just this one just says e to the x. That doesn't change at all. It's not changing. And then the derivative of the natural log of x, this is 1 over x. And then you can use chain rule on any of these. But let's talk about something where it's not e, and when it's not a natural log, if it's just some other base. Because that'll happen too, and this is what we have. Suppose we have some base a. Well, if I take the derivative of that, we're going to get a to the x, so it stayed the same, much like the e to the x stayed the same, but then we're going to multiply it by ln of a. Now, if we did the same thing here, we'd be multiplying by the natural log of, well, the base, which would be e, but ln of e is just 1, so that kind of goes away. That's how I remember this formula, because I already remember this part, and then I just try and remember, okay, well, if there was an e here, then this term should go away, and that's how I remember it's the natural log of this base. And I do a similar thing for the derivative of the natural log, except for it would be the derivative of something with not base e. I don't know if that makes sense. So if I had the derivative of some logarithm with base a, first I think of this. So it's like 1 over x. Okay, that's fine. And I think about it exactly the same way, except for it'll be 1 over x. That's what I normally have. But then I know that there's going to be times something else, and it's actually the same as this. So ln of that base. And I use the same trick to remember, well, if this was base e, then this part would go away, and I would just be left with that. So I guess one thing to differentiate these two things is this has fractions, but of course this has a fraction, so you know it's going to be similar to that. And then this doesn't have any fractions, so this won't have any fractions because they're both going to be similar. Okay, this is enough for that video. Goodbye.